we heard a lot from folks that you want your doctors and your financial advisors young, right? You want people who are going to make a recommendation and then still be around 20 years ago when that recommendation succeeds or fails, right? And so, I think that's a lot of folks are obviously they want to see competence, they want to see experience, but they also don't mind seeing somebody who's in it for the long haul and is going to be there with them, because retirement is a long endeavor. You can create a plan. But then the execution of that plan, God willing, right, has a long tail to it. As the investment world has kind of become commoditized, this is about building trust. What we're asking of our clients is to basically turn over very personal information to us so that we can do our job. And what we're asking them to do is trust us with their financial livelihood, and that's a big ask, right? And so in this line of work, when it's trust based, you really need to give yourself an adequate runway to build that trust. I've always coached the younger members of our team, when they come in, you can be a subject matter expert on something, but they're not going to expect you to be the subject matter expert on everything. And particularly, if you're going over an investment account with somebody, the client's not expecting you to explain why emerging markets are dominating this year or tanking. But if you can sit at that table, even at your first meeting, and having studied the ins and outs, oh, well, I know you took a withdrawal for this in 2015, and I know, this stuff that's just knowable, that you can start to build some level of competency in, and then also not be afraid to say, I don't know, not be afraid to have humility. There's just so much pressure that, oh my goodness, this person's paying me for my advice, and I better blow them away with phenomenal advice. That two advisor model works perfectly in situations like this. So you can go in and you have some cover and you have some opportunity to not just get shoved into the pool, but to just watch the interactions for a while. And understand that, all right, my job in this meeting is not necessarily to provide advice, but to connect with this person and also observe and learn. Going back to where we started this conversation, it's a trust-based, long-term relational business. It's not something where I need to rotate out and replace Orion every couple of years. If we're doing it right, we're hiring because we're growing and there's more clients that are joining us, but we shouldn't be hiring to replace ourselves, because our business is not a commodity. It is a relational, trust-based business, and that creates some challenges. I wish I could hire another 24 of the very talented people that are coming out of YSU, and we're involved in helping those students. I wish I could create a bench like that. Because I know that many of them will turn out to be phenomenal, but the nature of our business doesn't always support that, and I think that's the biggest challenge for hiring. But we're lucky from the employer side, because we generally see a lot of hardworking, talented people that want to do the right thing and go about it the right way. It's just we don't have as many positions for them.
For over a century, Farmers National Bank has stood strong. Through booms and busts, peaks and valleys, we've learned to know the seasons and how to grow in each of them. During challenging times, everyone is reminded of the value of solid relationships in both life and business. Farmers, stand strong.